Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. Today we're backtracking a short distance to cover the business loop of US Highway 98, running east along Beck Avenue and Hidden State Road 30 through the historic St. Andrews area of Panama City, Florida, starting around mile 113.8 on the main line where the business route splits from US 98. This corridor is a simple, undivided two-lane roadway with one travel lane in each direction and no raised median as it carries through traffic and local access together past small businesses and neighborhood side streets. St. Andrews itself is one of Panama City's oldest districts, with roots as a separate bayfront community that predates the city's later suburban growth. Panama City as a whole has a 2025 projected population of just over 38,000 residents, with a median household income of about $61,000 and a diverse mix of residential, commercial, and waterfront areas tied together by corridors like US 98 and this business loop. Here we come to a stop at the south end of Beck Avenue by Oaks by the Bay Park, where the business route jogs briefly to get around the park's waterfront green space. The turn sequence takes us left onto West 10th Street for a block, then right onto Chestnut Avenue, keeping US 98 business and State Road 30 moving east while the park occupies the shoreline at the foot of Beck. Oaks by the Bay Park is a 5-acre bayfront park featuring shaded walking paths, a boardwalk leading down to the edge of St. Andrews Bay, and an observation platform with benches that looks out over the water. It's known for ancient live oaks, including a landmark tree often called the Sentinel Oak, as well as a rare multi-headed palm and historical features that interpret the region's past, all within walking distance of the surrounding St. Andrews waterfront shops and restaurants. We rejoin the shoreline grid with a left onto West 9th Street, where US 98 business begins to track even closer to St. Andrews Bay. Along this stretch, the highway functions as a neighborhood street as much as a through route, with modest homes, small businesses, and local side streets intersecting at regular intervals instead of large signalized junctions. The bay stays just off to the right behind the waterfront properties and trees, giving this part of the business route a quieter, more residential feel compared with the higher speed US 98 main line to the north. Approaching the shoreline more directly, we make a right turn onto Frankford Avenue and then swing onto West Beach Drive, where US 90 Business and State Road 30 follow the curve of the bayfront. Once we're on West Beach Drive, the homes drop away on the bay side and the roadway runs right along the shore with only a line of palm trees, open grass, and a small waterfront park between the pavement and St. Andrews Bay. Gaps between the palms and park structures open up broad views across the bay toward the opposite shoreline, giving drivers a clear sense of how closely this part of Panama City is tied to the water for recreation, boating, and everyday scenery. Leaving the immediate shoreline, we turn left onto West 6th Street and head inland, staying on the signed Business 98 alignment as it angles toward downtown Panama City. This segment trades direct bay views for a slightly more urban grid of older commercial buildings, churches, and neighborhood streets, with the roadway still configured as a simple 2-lane arterial, serving local traffic as much as through movements. As we move away from the waterfront, cross streets connect back toward the St. Andrews area behind us and the core of Panama City ahead, underscoring how this route functions as a link between historic and downtown districts. At Harrison Avenue, US-98 business crosses one of Panama City's primary north-south streets and passes the southern terminus of US Highway 231 on the left. US 231 comes down from Alabama and beyond into the heart of Bay County, providing a major inland route that ties Panama City to Dothan, Montgomery, and I-10 to the north, while US 98 and his business loop continue to handle most of the east-west Gulf Coast traffic. Harrison Avenue itself serves as a traditional main street leading north into the downtown business district and south toward waterfront neighborhoods, making this junction an important node where regional and local routes meet. We bring this segment to a close along US 98 Business and Hidden State Road 30 at approximately mile 3.9 on the east side of downtown Panama City, Florida, having covered roughly the western half of the business loop. Thanks for watching. We'd like to give special thanks to channel members Corey Russell, Football Shane Life, McRivers0226, Henry Bustel, Carl K., and Melissa Coppinger. You too can become a channel member for as little as $1 a month by clicking the link below. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below, share and follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.